there. There have been changes. Like I said, I was not happy with that stone floor that I did with the egg carton. Yeah, so I came up with something else. Show you what I got. Here it is, new and improved. Got cracks in it, which I think that was a very happy accident. I really like it. Um, what I ended up doing is getting my paper clay out, rolling out a thin sheet, laying it on top of the cardboard and just pressing it down so I could see where the cardboard was, their egg carton cardboard, and just doing the whole thing over again. And right now, it is a complete mess. Um, Nothing clean about that, huh? But we're going to work on that. We're going to start painting. And there you have it. Just like with the brick floor, once this dries, I will go over it with the charcoal pastels with some black and some other little colors maybe, and give this more dimension. All right, a day has passed. I got the stone colored with some charcoal pastels and a paintbrush, and got some Mod Podge put on there, and I got the threshold put in. So the floor here is done. That's a whole heck of a lot better than the other stone floor. And now, of course, we have one left. This is going to be the Bats Ballroom, and the floor is supposed to be tile. So we went to Michael's yesterday to look for various things. I got a couple things I needed, but within the main things I wanted was little square pieces of wood, like Scrabble pieces, only thinner. Could not find any anywhere. And we even asked, and they told us where they should be, and they weren't there. So they were in the middle of, looks like they're in the middle of changing over their season stock, and it was a mess, and it was hard to find anything and get down any of the aisles, so maybe we'll have to try again. I did find some Scrabble, a game of Scrabble at the thrift store. I thought, well, let's see. I did lay them out, but they're too thick. They're twice as thick as they should be, and I didn't care for it, but they're the right size. They're the perfect size, you know, square-wise. The other option is to cut them all, cardboard or something. I don't know. I don't want to do another paper clay floor, but we'll think of something. So in the meantime, until I can get some whatever to put down there for the floor, maybe I'll work on some walls, or I don't really know. But I do have something to show you. Bought me a bag of people. I am not good with 3D sculpture in this capacity. So I got a bag of people, different poses. They're 1/24 scale because I figured that's what this space was, because these doorways are like 3 inches tall. So I did pull out a few. So hopefully I can make them work. The game has 3 witches in it. So I'm thinking I can paint each of these as a witch, change them up a little. I think I can probably use the paper clay or fabric or something. And there's no male witches in the game, but who knows? I got some. I was rather disappointed because that bag was supposed to have 30 pieces, and it does have 30 pieces, but about 20 of those pieces are these male figures, both standing and sitting. There were only 8 female figures, standing, and 4 or 5 sitting, and 2 of the women were the same. But I am happy about this. There's little kids, and I'm going to use those as game pieces. What I'm going to do is paint these red, yellow, blue, green, just like in the game, and mount them on a little piece of board so they can actually be, you know, walked around the game board, as it were. But yeah, there's those. So we've got some people, and they fit really well. I think they, yeah. So we'll see where that goes. And also in the Bat's Ballroom, we have a staircase and a clock and a portrait to create. So I got plenty of other things I can do if I can't get this tile floor done in due time. So it has been a couple of days since our failed attempt to find tiles at Michael's to use for the floor of the ballroom in the Witch house. I have found something, but now I know there was a reason that I had to pause that whole thing that weekend. I need to put the staircase in, at least the base of the staircase. It'll save me so many pieces of tile. So I started that. I've got a little bit of it done, but I'm going to show you. I found, because of where I work, I found a piece of scrap archive board, and it is board, just cardboard. It's not focusing, but it's just cardboard, but it's the perfect thickness. It's easy to cut. I have a big paper cutter at work that made this so easy to cut a whole bunch of these and have them be straight. I cannot cut a straight line to save my life, even with a ruler, and it's a mess. But anyway, so I've got the tiles now, and I'm still not sure how the process I'm going to color them. The original is like a green with purple swirls in it. We'll see what I come up with. But yeah, I'm going to do the staircase first. And so far, I don't have a heck of a lot of it done, but I just have a piece of foam core that is the staircase, or will be the first piece of the staircase. And so I'm going to work on that next. I also have to build a clock, a big grandfather clock. So we're going to do all that first before we go any further with that floor in that room. So on to building a staircase and a clock. So here is the original, what we're basing things on. And this staircase fits into the game board behind here, and the little player pieces walk up it. That's a very weird staircase. So I have, sorry about that, I have trimmed it down. It's going to be more like this. You know, it'll be behind. And we're going to do the clock as a totally separate piece. In this case, it's all part of this folded mess. But staircase first, and let's see what we come up with. Right. This is not pretty, but nobody's going to see it. It is just a support to help hold up the stairs that are going to slip into place here. I will probably paint it black just in case, because you never know. But I gotta let the glue dry. And these lines I traced, I don't know if you can see them, the stairs. I'm going to put little pieces of foam core here to help hold the other side of the step. And I gotta figure out how I'm just gonna do that. I've only built one staircase before. It came out okay, but we're gonna do better this time. Even though, again, no one's gonna see this thing, or very little of it, but it matters to me. Well, thankfully, I came to my senses before I got too far into doing those stairs. I was making it far harder than it needed to be. So instead of just the one little piece, the bigger piece of the little pieces, I made 4 and stacked them and glued them all together and put them in place. Instead of trying to do all these little tiny things, and it would have been a nightmare. I've saved myself. Show you what I've done. Okay, this makes a whole lot more sense, and it's going to be a whole lot easier. It already is a lot easier. I'm already done. I would never even been close to done if I'd been doing it my other way. But anyway, to even out these, I just got a piece of paper, the regular old copier paper, and I have folded it to kind of fit in. I can get this in here. Thusly, snuggle down, glue it all. I made it wider than it needed to be so I can fold these edges down. And then I'm going to put a piece all the way across, or at least here, to smooth it all out. Once that's all done, then I will paint it black. So yeah, I have saved myself so much time and frustration. Yeah, yippee. There you go. So little of this is going to be seen. It doesn't matter really how much how sloppy I am. Again, it's all going to be painted black. There will be, the only step I'm not, these two steps are kind of funky, but I'm going to put little runners on top of here anyway. So that's okay. Yeah, very happy with it. I'm glad I had my epiphany before I got too far. So yeah, I'm going to paint this black and we'll move on to the railings maybe. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the railings, but I'm making this up as I go along. Going to call that good enough for this video. I gotta let the paint dry and the Mod Podge dry, and we will get back to this hopefully in a few more days once I've had a chance to consider what to do next. I'm thinking I'm going to do the paper along the front edge of the stairs, maybe, probably should, and figure out my clock. Yeah, we'll see what I come up with. Who knows? I hate to to take a guess because you never know. Okay, hope you all have had a great day. And as always, I'll see you when I see you. Bye.